Hello. I don't know why my mic is not picking up like it used to.
せっかくなら生かしたいじゃん。
Maybe 30 months. Hold on. 30 months is heckin' crazy. What the heck? Thank you for the 30 months, Mickey. Welcome in. Hello, hello, Alan. Thank you for redeeming first and welcome in. How is everyone doing on this fine Monday? How's everyone's weekend? Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn this down a little bit. Maybe that's no. Dang it. Hello? Yeah, see, I have to have it like here. Do I sound weird? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know why it's being so sensitive now. Did I mess with something maybe on the mic itself? Hello? I have no idea. What's quiet at the start, yeah. I don't know why it's being so weird. I don't think I've changed anything. I've just noticed it being quieter. So I'm just gonna take the noise suppression off altogether, I think. Yeah, see, I was messing. Oh, hello. Maybe this is better. Maybe I just need to talk louder. I know, it's dark now and it's actually horrible. Okay. I made it quieter? Okay, that was definitely louder. Because I see it actually hitting where I would rather it hit now. But it's like right here. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep it like this for now. Until we can figure it out. So. Sorry about that. Welcome in. Welcome in, Bug. Thank you for doing your daily star candy. Playing Sunhaven. Oh yeah, you were playing that last time too. How's it going? Are you liking it even more and more? Mickey, think you're doing your daily star candy. Depending on things, I'm thinking mayhap we'll play some. I kind of want to play Valorant. But I don't know, I don't know. Maybe that will be after stream. I did see the new like gun skin for Arcane and it's really cool. It's really cool and I haven't touched Valorant in a long time, but got pretty far in the story. So is Sunhaven, is it fully out? Like it's a fully out game? I'm hoping this is my password. Yeah, that's not the right password. I think like with the new skins, I would go for like, what is it, a Vandal? But I could go without the gloves, honestly. This is gonna be loud as heck. The gloves look really cool though. They're just, I don't think I would use them, but so much though. Okay, please. Like, I think it's sick for other people, just not sick for me, you know? It's not me, it's you. I know it's normally the opposite, but hee hee. Is any of that out yet, by the way? Because I know there were card leaks. There are like cards for it too, right? There we go. Amazing. Hold on, I gotta change this game capture to Final Fantasy. It looks like it's a complete game that is waiting on console. Oh, okay. Hasn't been an update in a while according to the Steam page. Gotcha, gotcha. Because I think I heard about it like 2 years ago at this point. Maybe a little bit before that. And I've been interested in it. I just haven't gotten around to it with all the other farming sims there are and the bajillion other games, you know? I think we're gonna just go ahead and jump right back into the MSQ of this. How do I get over there though is the question. Do I have to like exit? I do want to see what's up here though. Like, can I go through there? Oh. Interesting. Oh, and I can't jump down. I should have known that with the ropes. Alright. Let's exit through here and see if... Honestly, see if it'll let us exit through here. Amazing. Oh, amazing. My horse will let me go the same speed as the other one. Oh, there they are. Okay, how do I... Oh, God. Okay. Oh, I'm too far away. Okay. It's fine. It is really hard to find... Sheesh. Okay, hold on. Okay, but where in the distance is my question. Can I go up? Oh, space is up. Okay, okay, okay. But where? But where in the distance? Okay. So it should be at this level somewhere. Ah, amazing. This is definitely gonna take some getting used to because I don't think we've just going up and down and around and up and down. It's a lot. Back here? No. Back here. And we can TP easily there. Bunchin'. Yes, there's no mistake. Well done, well done. So, about this red Kojin. You said there was a way to make them retreat into their shells. Are you ready to tell us now? I did indeed, and yes, I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in material vessels, but in individuals. And lay claim to this most sacred of treasures, you have demonstrated an affinity with the divine. To treat with men and women such as you is to invite fortune into our homes. Gladly we will aid your cause. Amazing. Give them what they require. This is a ceremonial knife of some sort? Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open. The treasure vault of the Kojin on the island of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relic, be thy of the red or blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, their response would be necessarily be immediate. Kojin would be summoned from realms around to defend their treasures. And were we to sow enough chaos, the Reds in the service of Imperials would have no choice but to answer the calls as well. Giving the Confederacy a sign they've been waiting for. Without the Kojin, the Imperials have not nearly enough troops to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the vault is holy ground, home to 1,000... Oh, guys, I cut jalapenos before getting on stream and I forgot about it. And I rubbed my eye. Yikes. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Oh my god. Okay, my eye's still stinging, but less. Oh my gosh. I told myself to wash my hands too, and I just totally forgot. To intrude upon it without paying the proper respects is a sacrilege we cannot condone. So if we were to pay the proper respects, it would be alright. Great, how do we do that again? So we have to go pay our proper respects and then move on. And then we can get to where we need to go. Whew. Oof. Okay, it's a lot better. I wonder if that's underwater or not. My guess is that it is. So what we're gonna do is exit out of the... over here. I guess, yeah, I guess we can do this. The first marker. Oh, it's over this way. We'll go this way really quick. Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. Oh. Can I get lower? I'm confused. How do I lower? Because space is higher. I need to look this up because I genuinely, I have no idea. Control spacebar. I see. Dang. This way again? Maybe it will just take me around, and I need to unlock it anyways, so... That's what it looks like it's doing. What's a little side quest in between all this, yeah? Alright. I don't know why it's stuck going down now, but here we are. Alright. And hopefully we can just unlock the rest of this stuff over here. Let's turn this way. No, no, no! Oh god, how do I dive? Okay, okay. Oh no. Ugh, I need to go back and get them. Oh no. It's okay. I didn't realize that's how it worked, but you know, we're here. Yep, thank you. This is really pretty though. Kind of insane that they even made this, to be honest. I think I have to go around a little bit. It's my issue. There we go. Now back the way we came. Because I think we need to make it all the way over there somehow. Nope. But it's not mapping the main storyline right now. I wish I could zoom out a little more, but that's okay. Amazing. Now let's just work. Go back this way. Oh, that's cool. I would have gone up and around, but I'm scared to hit the surface again. Not that I need the mana ray any longer, but I just feel like it's fitting for underwater, you know? Assuming this is the right cave, it should lead us straight into the heart of the Isle of Seki. Have you got a plan for once we get to the Isle? How about two of us get the guards' attention while the third heads straight for the vault? Afterwards, the other two join them there. Together, we make a stand. With our numbers, it's not feasible to do anything more complicated, I think. Fine by me. I like simple plans. I'll be one of the decoys then. You read my mind. I also had a mind to ask Claire to be one, given her... Oh. I see. My brain did not process that. Alright. I guess we just continue this way. Oh, music change. Thank you, Mickey. I'm guessing we'd go up. The music change is so cool. You know what? And that's all you need to hear, because you support me no matter what. And that's how you know you a bestie. Oh, I need to go this way. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, just ignore me, please. Actually, I do need this open because I want to see. I'm staying. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Gosh. I feel like I'm gonna die. I'm gonna run. I'm not ready for this. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I gotta reset. Yes, Beth is working her first shift at her new job today, and I really hope it goes well. Which I'm sure it will. I'm gonna surprise Beth at work one day without them knowing. Hello, hello, SJ. Welcome in. I am having a good day. I'm excited to get more into MSQ Stormblood, and I haven't played like in a week or so, so I'm very excited to get back into it. I hope you are doing well. Alright. This is going so much better. I think I accidentally hit once last time. Oh, I gotta go that way. Okay. Which added to the numbers, which did not help my odds at all. But we are better now. I feel like we gotta go this way. Excuse me, I'm just passing by. Please pay no attention to the bunny girl. Dang it, I have to go through here. Can you, like, not? Fridge. I did not think he would see me. Well, I knew he was gonna see me. I was just trying to be cheeky. Oh, I dodged it, thank goodness. Please ignore me. Ignore me, please. Thank you. Good, I'm glad you're doing well. Have you ever played Final Fantasy? How far are you, if you have played before? I'm going into my maybe like 5th month of playing, I think. Okay. Sweet. Oh. I'm trying not to get any other people attacking us other than these guys. Oh, I gotta go back down now? Oh my gosh. Please don't look at me. Oh my god. You look directly at me. Oh my god. Trying to work around everything I can. I just got to Heavensward, but not that far into it because I keep changing jobs. That's so valid. That is so valid. Heavensward was when I fell in love with this game, honestly. So I am playing MSQ, so if you don't want spoilers, definitely don't pay attention too much. But Heavensward, I love Heavensward. What is your class right now? Or what class are you currently that you like? Because I kind of picked up Dancer in Heavensward and was like, I'm never looking back. And then I plan to pick up Sage and Reaper once I hit 70, which I'm super close. I'm getting close, at least. Please. I know, Reaper looks so cool. I selfishly want to be Reaper, so like I can be like my favorite anime character, but but Reaper looks really cool. Dan, hello, welcome in. Nice to see you. How are you? Think you're doing your daily star candy. Oh, Black Mage is really cool too. I really should pick it up.
Come to steal our most precious treasures? You will pay for this sacrilege.
That's the spirit. Now don't be shy. I'm more than ready for another round.
Seize them!
Wait, how can we tell the difference between the red and the blues? I'm kind of confused. I'm very eager for tomorrow as well. My local group chat was very much talking about it and today, so. But overall, I am okay. I was Gunbreaker, but I didn't want the responsibility truly. Gunbreaker's the only tank that I picked up because I think it looks cool. So I'll learn like one tank, I told everyone. Are these multiple weapons turning into one?
Who hath made us whole?
Oh.
Hark! A great kami stirs. Yes, yes. A great kami of the sacred treasures.
Huh?
O great kami, we beseech your intercession. We who have guarded your blade and glass for generations. Your faithful Kojin.
So tomorrow is election day here in the United States. So it's a very big election and I'm interested to see how it goes. The last election I remember being this like on edge, invested in, I guess, was 2016. So it was me. I made you whole.
Thou didst freely deliver our jewel unto thine enemy's own treasure vault?
Sure.
How auspicious we do commend thee, daughter of man. Such audacity is deserving of celebration, exaltation, a contest of wills to mark the occasion. Let lines be drawn, let sides be chosen. And for their loyalty, we shall stand with the caretakers of our greater part.
Okay. My favorite anime character is Maka Albarn from Soul Eater. I love her so much.
Oh, perfect. A contest of wills, just what we need.
It's fine, I got it, I got
Hearken
it.
to us, shelled ones. Upon this day, your wish shall be granted. Curse neither your fate nor its executor, children of man, for we are of the divine, of both heaven and earth. The ringing silence, the raging calm. All riseth and falleth at the whim of capricious fortune. Assume your marks upon the stage and embrace the coming chaos.
Oh, you haven't seen that anime? I think it's like a 2004, 2006. It might be a little later than that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, later, like in the 2000s than that. But it's a really, really good one. It used to be known as like one classic one you have to see. I think it's still up there, but not quite as high up as it used to be. Because of all the anime that's come out and how popular it's become. But I would highly recommend it. Okay.
We are Susano, and in revelry do we rejoice.
That's a primal standing in front of us, right?
Did we just birth a primal?
And a horde of angry Kojin at our backs. Oh, this contest is getting worse by the moment. Lise, help me clear a path. Leave them to us and save your strength. You'll be needing it soon enough.
Make way! Make way!
Spoil not your appetite for the feast, children of man. The dish will be served whether you will it or no.
Bruh. I didn't think we were gonna unleash a primal just by showing up at this place. Holy heck. Please leave me alone. Yeah, what are we gonna do now? Let's do this one. I have not tried Blue Mage, so I went from White Mage to Samurai to Dancer. I do also have Archer. So those are the only classes I've tried so far, and then I picked up Gunbreaker too. And Gunbreaker is fun. It's just I'm not a huge fan of tank either. But I should at least learn one tank so I can be a little flexible. My goal is to know one of every class at least, but I do enjoy healing and DPS. Is that what it's called? The Pool of the Tribe, now accessible. Oh, okay. Let's see. No one's online. That's alright. Let's just jump right into it. Well, hold on. Let me see if I need to... let me update a couple of things. And join this little guy. Oh, it says 17 minutes? Oh! Oh no! Well... Let's see. Oh, since I can just wait, why don't I go ahead and... I'm gonna TP back here while we're waiting. I wish I could do this with like a tank or whatever, but to make the queue go by quicker, but I just... Let's see. Is this the main? Oh, that is the main quest. Oh, I gotta go back. Yeah, I can go up here. I got time. I got time. And this should technically let me out where I need to be at the end, I think. So... Oh. I didn't think I'd have to go all the way back here, but alright. Wait, what does it say? Show an East Trading Company merchant and company the Scarlet Flag. So it's like just in this area. It's not necessarily in... Oh, this guy. Pier 1. Okay, well, looks like we're just gonna be going the long way, so I can attune to these crystals as well. Oh my god, I thought his name said fetus. Festus. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't think I've been over here. I need to tune to this before anything. Wait, do I have all of them now? Maybe. Alright, here you go. Alright, this way. Definitely turned the wrong way, going around, but it's okay. Only like 10 more minutes to go. Here you are, good sir. Sure. We don't need that. Where the heck is that? Oh, that's like across the map, isn't it? Let me... Honestly, let me TP here. And then I need to exit. I don't think anything... No. no, 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 no. Almost went right back in. Oh my gosh. And we'll make it as far as we can and then surface and then continue on. Since, you know, I guess we can swim in this game, but I think traveling underwater is faster because you can get on the horse. But this should be shallow enough to walk on, maybe? I'm thinking so. Ooh. Okay, I'll go to this corner and arise. Oof. I wish this place had a TP to it, but I think going back underwater is gonna help us. Oh, I have some mail. I have to look at that. Yeah, let's dive a little bit deeper and then continue on our way. Because I feel like going underwater is kind of as fast as flying. Flying might be quicker in some instances because I think you speed up, you know, once you get past a certain point in each area. But whatever to speed up the process, even just a little bit. Oh, traitor. All right. Only about 7 more minutes, so there's improvement. And back to where I came. Surprise, surprise. I will say, this game is a lot of back and forth. Go around a little bit more. Let's see if I can... Just gonna see if I can make it to land before the last person says okay. That's alright. Alright, now to fight this primal. We already kind of saw this happen, so I'm gonna skip it. Okay.
Let the rebels begin!
Didn't make it in time. That's okay. Now I know. Alright, let's get this going again.
The seas part for we alone!
Alright, Moses.
The seas part for we alone!
Double whammy there. I'm going like the wrong way. Beerly, welcome in. SMH, SMH. How are
The
you?
seas part for we alone!
I know I went live a little earlier today too, so maybe it just got thrown off.
Our hearts sing in the chaos!
Oh no, I did this at the wrong time. You can. Oh no.
And forever free!
His music is kind of really cool. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Next time I'll ping for sure. Oh, sheesh. Yeah, get out of here. I understand though. Hello.
Resilient souls, I salute you!
It's taking me a minute because I feel like I haven't played in like over a week, which I feel like is crazy.
Earth and stone at our beck and call!
Okay, what do we... Do we have to kill these things? Okay, yes. The answer to the question is yes. Nice guess, Kira. Dang it, didn't make it in time.
The seas part for we alone.
Come on, my guy. You're almost dead. Oh, please didn't make it. It didn't make it. I was doing so well. Let's go, though. Everyone did so well. I think that's my first time doing a dungeon in a very long time. They're called dungeons, I think. Where it's just been me in there. So that was pretty cool. Oh, he waited for me and he bowed. Thank you. Did he friend me? That's fun. Meanwhile, off the coast of Othard? Othard. Let's go, pirates!
Nary a peep from the shellbacks, sir. It's enough to make one wonder.
Okay.
The Red have sounded the alarm. The Isle of Zeki under attack. Fierce fighting in the stronghold. The vault breached by outsiders and strange tales from deep within. All this the Red cannot ignore.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Even now, they abandon their posts
Yeah, why
and
is it
flock
not
to
pulling
the
that up for
Isle.
you? What the heck?
The Garleans are powerless to stop them.
No. No.
I'll be damned, they did it.
Of course we did it. I'm the chosen one.
Well, Captain, wagers notwithstanding, I dare say we will not have a better opportunity to drive the Imperials from Asari and rescue our men. On the other hand,
Dan, please.
naught was put in writing. But
I
if
played
your
with you
mind
longer
is
than I've
made up,
been
then
in stream
that
this-
is that.
Truly, there was a point in time where I wasn't streaming and I just was playing this a lot.
I should add that if you were to change your mind, none would gainsay your decision, nor think you beholden to your past. Nor would anyone begrudge you a spot of revenge into the bargain. Like the little miss said, we knew this day would come.
Yeah.
Isari may be a rotting husk, But at least the tavern keeper never watered down his drinks.
My guy literally said, this is a ghost town. But hey, we still got good booze. I can't. He said, at least we got alcohol.
Well said for a temperate man.
Oh, why is his bangs? It shouldn't be like that.
Hear me, comrades! We made a bargain with the Eorzeans, and I mean to uphold our end of it. I mean to remind the Garleans that this is our sea, that all here belongs to the Confederacy.
Okay.
All that is theirs is ours for the taking, and take it we shall. We will strip them of everything they hold dear.
Okay, pirates, let's go. Oh. I hate this man's. He's like so pitiful looking and I hate it.
My
And
hands will break before he speaks.
Just kind of is pitiful.
Ugh. Kami, give me strength. Are you good at anything? I had hoped this might prove more productive than blind inquiries, but I see you are determined to waste my time. Very well.
Not Minsk. That's such a good emote.
Kill one for every question he refuses to answer.
Oh yeah, he's one of your favorite characters, isn't he? He's a good character.
Hurt them, and you will get naught from me.
Wait. You mean the woman. Sorry. She is very... If evil, why hot?
You have given me precisely that thus far, so what have I to lose? Mark me, samurai. I will find Lord here, be it with your help or with your heads.
Emote dopey, truly. Both top tier, honestly. Except him, I hate him.
You will pay for
A minion of her? That's so funny. She's so cute. Like a mini version of her? Amazing, cute, show-stopping.
And this after I took such pains to cow them. Even pirates have their pride, I suppose. Enough to march to their deaths.
I don't know if they're... Oh.
It truly is a sickness. I shall just have to lance the boil. Drain them of every last trace of honor and compassion. Every last drop.
Oh? What do you mean? Get your
lady,
dumb out of here. Bro, that was kind of sick. She didn't even flinch. I'm sorry.
The Kami are not finished with you yet.
I'll hold back. It is only the beginning of November. I gotta reel it in. The boil. When she said that, I just thought like of a crab boil.
There's no end.
Oh, I clicked too quick.
Then
I
we
hit
must be
too
doing
quick.
something right. We have to hold out for as long as we can. She's counting on us.
Susanoo is slain!
I
Slain
mean,
by the Shellless One!
I get it. Hot lady? Hot evil lady saying draining every last drop? I mean... I mean... Yeah, no cater top bonk here. Kate wants me to add a bonk, but I kind of...
Did you defeat him?
The chaos is like... I like it. I enjoy it.
Well, in that case, how do you fancy helping us keep the Kojin occupied until the Confederacy make their move?
That was so quick. Holy crap. That voice line. We like to nurture some things here. We are not a family-friendly stream.
That's coming from Isari.
I think we've done all we can here. Let's withdraw and make for the village.
Right.
Oh.
Although they don't
Party,
seem to let us go.
yeah. Mickey, thank you for the 100 bits.
Hear me, Kojin of the Red. We have no quarrel with you, only your Imperial masters.
Devious behaviors.
No more
exactly.
blood need be shed this day. I pray you let us go in peace.
I like puns. I like jokes. I like jokey jokes.
You dare
You know?
speak to us of peace? Your flesh will feed the fishes, thief! Attack!
Technically, we didn't steal anything. To keep leveling my scholar. I'll be in and out. Sounds good. I hope leveling goes well.
Now's our chance. Don't worry about her. She can handle herself.
She said, "Girl's got herself. Don't worry." Sheesh. It's nice seeing side characters do things. Or main characters. I guess they are main characters. I think I'm the MC. I'm always the MC, of course. But they are main characters as well. In this one thing, she did more than her brother ever
I
did.
can't let you take all the glory, can
In
I?
all the chapters before. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean hate towards Alfie. I just... I don't know. Excuse me. Oh. Let's just keep going along here. Making our way downtown, swimming fast on horseback, and we're town bound. Do 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 do. Dang. All right, Lise, let's get in there. I think we're safe. I don't see any Kojin following us. Wait here. I'm going back for Alice. She stayed behind so we could escape. So that you could escape, not me. That was a mistake. I should have been the one to stay behind, not her. So I've got to go back. If we lose her, I'll never forgive myself. I was the one who dragged you all into this. It was my fight, not yours. I knew from the start, but I also knew I couldn't do it alone. But I've asked too much and let too much happen to you all. I have to make this right. And I have to do it on my own. So please, let me go. So let me go, please. I'm asking as a friend. I have to help her. You can start by finding me a towel and some bandages. Oh, look. Girl wrapped it up by herself. you look at me like that? I said I was going to distract them, not make a heroic and ultimately futile last stand. Who does that anyways? Oh, she has trauma. Now let's hurry back. Yes, yes. They are gonna need our help. Search for villagers, alright. Alright, one over here. This music is really nice. Okay. Got caught in that corner for some reason. Interesting. Interesting. How the heck do I get up there? Aha. Alright. Oh. No more up here? Oopsie. Aha. Found ya. I think I barely made that jump. Alright. Going to check in on our friends.
My Eorzean friends. Saw the smoke, did you? A pity you did not come sooner, though I gather you were busy elsewhere.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Gosetsu! You're alive. You're all alive.
And full
My
of
girl.
vim and vigor.
Has really bad trauma.
Did I not tell you I was no stranger to chains?
She is just assuming everyone's gonna die always, and that's so
the fighting can't
valid.
have lasted long. Where are all the Imperials?
Fled. They stood their ground for a time, until it became clear that their Korgian reinforcements would not be coming.
Okay, let's
We
go.
took some few casualties, but my deeper regret is having let Yotsuyu slip through my fingers.
Oh, they let her go?
That bodyguard of hers may be a half-wit, but he's a mean bastard on the battlefield.
Debatable.
In any event, I imagine all involved are satisfied with this outcome. So far as the Empire is concerned, the Confederacy attacked Asari in retaliation for the Viceroy's actions, and without the aid of insurrectionists, I might add. Suffice it to say, we are prepared to be the subject of their undivided attention for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
An impossible claim, yet one spoken with such conviction that I cannot choose but believe it.
Well, of course it is. I'm gonna make it possible. Easy.
Your assistance would be most welcome. Nevertheless, We shall do our utmost to spare you undue danger. We are all...
Nay, little
Click
miss,
too
all
quick.
debts are paid. For by your deeds, many still live who elsewise would not. Let both parties count their blessings, and may fortune continue to favor us all.
You still seek to bring freedom to our people, then? You will go to Yansha.
Of course.
I have faith that our allies yet live. Once we have found them, we will plan our next step.
Yansha was the crucible of the rebellion. What happened here pales in comparison to what Yotsuyo did there. Remember this. Fear changes men. Have care in whom you place your trust.
Oh no. We're about to get into a lot, I'm sure.
And with that, we must take our wounded home. Oh, your shellback friend sends his regards and looks forward to your next meeting. Try not to die before then, eh?
So now we are going to another city, I guess? I should have gotten those shorts, but it's alright. I gotta go pick that one up, because I think that will help me be able to fly here later. Excuse me, hiccup. Unattuned. Oh, I gotta go this way, I think. But I need to go all the way over there eventually. Maybe I'll do it when I can get a friend to give me a lift. Alright. New area. Let's go. Meanwhile, on the shores of Othard. I keep adding an R in there.
We cannot rest here for long. This place is not safe.
Oh, is it that they're
Mayhap nowhere is
masks?
if thieves can breach our vaults. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect these treasures, and we shall not fail for want of effort.
So, this is why you abandoned your posts. And without a word of explanation at that. Rather thoughtless of you, was it not?
Oh no.
Lady Yotsuyo, pray forgive us our absence, but our home was under attack, our vaults plundered by outsiders.
Did you even pause to consider the possibility that it might be a diversion? What is the point of contracting your services if you are not here when they are required?
Oh
It
no.
is my solemn charge to bring these vermin to heel. To torment them, body and soul, until all they hold dear is as bitter ashes in their mouths. And then you go and ruin everything!
I wonder what her backstory is. It's gotta be rough. for her to want vengeance this bad.
There's naught to be gained in belaboring the point. All that remains is to administer your punishment.
Wait, my lady!
Yeah, breaking the stuff.
No, it's no good. There's just no joy in it. No release. There needs to be some investment. They were negligent imbeciles deserving of punishment, but it was hardly personal. 10,000 such Korjin could not satisfy me half so well as a single Doman. And what do we have here? One of the vaunted treasures of the Red? The craftsmanship is certainly impressive. Mayhap we can use it to make amends.
Okay.
How long before Lord Xenos reinstates me, do you reckon? I've got unfinished business back in Eorzea.
Is serving me really so unbearable? At least pretend to enjoy, you witless lump! If you are so desperate to earn a way back to Eorzea, then be quiet and do as you're told. And bring that sword while you're at it.
She said, I'm not carrying it. You got it. Okay. So where are we? Oh, we were on these, so now we're on the mainland. Should have just killed the big lump and joined us because we're strong and sexy, truly. I don't know what their backstory is, but it's gotta be full of not good stuff if she's have that much hatred.
The silence. How the talking stopped when we first set foot on the plains of Yansha.
Thanks, Mike. I actually don't know if you could have heard it, but I felt like you could. Thank you for the 31 months. Let's go. She just needs to, like, just be neutral. Just
Before us
exist.
stood yet another wall, and through a great Magitech field we glimpsed Doma Castle. I'll never forget the sight.
Yeah, this
or
is
the anger
crazy.
I felt that day.
Oh, anger.
Life, liberty, hope. So much lost, so much taken. As we walked through that war-torn land, no one said a word.
Messy. Tigers. All right. We'll continue our way into hopefully the capital. I have a screenshot of my message in Kate's chat during Lisa's appearance. I think very funny. Oh my god. If you're in my Discord, you should drop it in the Final Fantasy XIV one. Chat. That'd be so funny. I gotta see it. That's so... I gotta see this screenshot. Alright, I'm gonna take a small break because I have to go to the bathroom. So I will be back momentarily. Enjoy pretty bunny girl. Okay, I am back. Hello. Let me... Oh, here it is, here it is. What you were talking about earlier. Knowing your likes Lise more than me, I'll kill you. Oh my gosh, Lise, my beloved, hello. Oh my god. Goes from I'm going to kill you if you speak to my wife to like, oh my god, hi. Funny seeing you here. I love that. That is so amazing. All right. Let's continue on our way and unlock this new area. I'm pretty normal about a lot of things. Well, you see, I feel like I'm pretty normal on a lot of things too, and that's okay. I feel like it's okay to be pretty normal about a lot of things. You know, it's only normal. Oh, red eyes. I did not ask for this. I was on the path. All right. Oh, it's literally right there. I'm hoping that maybe I can get to 70. We're very close to 70 today. Because I would love to pick up Reaper. Reaper. That's how you say it. Oh my god.
We may be in luck. I don't see a single Imperial soldier.
Are there not any undercover ones?
Then there is no need to remain hidden. Let us go and greet them as friends.
I'm going too.
Okay. That's fine.
Good people of Namai, hearken to me. We come in peace and desire only information to learn of recent events.
Oh no, I feel like this is about to go real bad.
Isn't that the general?
Lord Gosetsu, can we preserve your right? He lives.
I say, brothers and sisters, is aught amiss? Why do you regard me as one with a wild beast? Why is there fear in your eyes? Why do you tremble so? But of course, you fear me a vengeful spirit of the dead. Rest assured, naught could be further from the truth. For am I not corporeal? Are my feet not firmly set upon the ground?
They're scared.
What should we do? If they catch him here, you know what will happen.
Of all the times for him to turn up, has the old fool lost his mind?
Oh no.
you come here? What do you want from us?
Huh?
I know not who you are to speak thus to your elders, boy, but mine only desire is to be received with the hospitality owed a humble traveler, not the fear and trepidation one might afford a wrathful shay.
What? What you going on about? Actually, never mind. Just come with me, now.
Well, no one's letting us know anything. We don't know nothing. Just by him showing up, are they gonna be punished? That's kind of insane. But when has anything that the other people done not been insane? I don't know who you people think you are, but do you have any idea what would happen to us if you were found in our village? Again, you address us as unwarranted spite. I have let your impromptivity pass until now, but no longer. Who are you, boy? Speak to me thus. No, not who I am. A farmer, like my father before me, and his father before him. I wouldn't expect a man like you to know who I am, but I know you. We all do. Lord Kaizen's retainer and leader of the rebellion. Notorious fugitive, wanted dead or alive by the Empire. Is that what this is all about? I'm hardly the first man to earn the ire of the Empire, nor will I be the last. Was not Nami home to brave the true warriors who fought beneath our banners for the king and the country? They fought and they died, every last one, and then the Imperials came looking for more because of them. They were this close to killing us all, to burning our village to the ground. We've only just begun to enjoy this semblance, oh my god, of peace. Never again do you understand. We've had enough of you and yours. Whatever it is you're plotting, leave us out of it. Impassioned as his plea may be, surely he must know that I cannot leave things as they are. But for now, I shall respect his wishes. We must continue on towards our final destination, the House of Fierce, proud headquarters of the Doman Liberation Front. There's a secret entrance to the north of Namai? Namai. By the way of small spring. Come, I will show you. All right. Oh no, we've got to go under this way. That's nice. Lise is kind of like showing us the way in a sense. Oh, does this mean we have to swim? Yup. I can tell that they just added water into this game at this point because they're like, oh, any chance they can get. They're like, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, I gotta go up here. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Ba-da-da-da. There's music. So good. Oh no.
This is the House of the Fears. But there are so few of them.
Well.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding following the rebellion. Many others gave their lives for their nation. We are a stubborn remainder. Even accounting for our comrades in the field, we are at a fraction of our former strength, 'tis true. Yet we few are patriots. Brothers in arms, prepared to fight with every fiber of our being to set our people free.
Okay.
Ever are we hopeful that others will join our cause, but never did I dream that you would journey so far.
Oh, Yukiri.
Yukiri! Gods, it's good to see you. You look great, by the way. Have you been here long?
By the way, you're
Recently,
beautiful.
having concluded my mission. Oh, it is good to see you again, my friends.
Did I hear aright? Your mission is concluded? Then you have found the young master.
Ere we speak of that, I would know by what fortuitous circumstance our friends came to be
Truly.
here.
Truly gay. We love it.
The Empire's crimes are all too familiar. Lys, my heart goes out to your people.
We wanted to stay and fight, believe me, but we knew it wouldn't work. We needed more time to rebuild, and more allies to stand with us against the Empire. So we decided to come here and help you free Doma. To show everyone that you're not alone, and that the Garleans can be beaten if we work together. I'd like to think we proved that in the Ruby Sea.
That you did, Lys, and far more besides. Needless to say, your assistance would be most welcome.
All right, let's go.
Here, here. Now then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your
Yugiri.
search for our master.
Her outfit, so good.
Lest you wonder, he speaks of Lord Hien, son of Lord Cayenne, who perished during the rebellion. When it became clear that all hope of victory had gone, Lord Hien bade us deliver as many of our people as we could to safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir, he was determined to fight on, and so he did, until he suffered a grievous wound in battle and vanished without a trace.
Oh no.
Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him, on the Azim steppe.
O boundless and merciful Kami, the young master lives. Tell me, was he well? Did his wound yet ail him? Where is he now? Have you brought him back to us?
You may take comfort in the knowledge that he is hale and whole. However, when I invited him to return with me to Doma, he had this to say. If Doma yet thirsts for the blood of patriots and tyrants, I shall offer unto her my blade. But if she has had her fill of bitter draughts, I shall offer unto her conquerors my head.
This kind of looks like Yasuo from League of
Thrice
Legends.
did I declare to him that no true son or daughter of Doma would ever accept such a sacrifice. But for all my passion, he would not be swayed. Learn the truth of her heart and return to me, he said. And so I left him.
So he doesn't want to fight for a place that doesn't want to fight anymore.
Words of one made to wear the mantle of leadership too soon. Yet there is wisdom in them all the same.
Vic, thank you for
If the
deeming
people no
Daily
longer
Star
yearn to be
Candy.
free, 'twould be
Welcome
folly to
in.
rekindle the fires of war.
Thank you for deeming Hydrate as well. How are you, my love? How is work going?
To suffer our master, to surrender his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by far the greater folly. I will not go to face my fallen comrades having done naught to stop it.
Nor I, Shadow Walker, nor I. But we need not rouse our comrades to battle this day. Let us instead welcome our honored guests and
I
allow
am
them a
doing
moment of
well.
respite.
So glad to hear you're hanging in there, at least. These days are making me just sleepy. Since it's getting a little chillier. Weather here has been like so up and down, so it's been hard. I feel like my body's taking a hit. It's like, wait, is it warm or cold? I'm confused. It's like, me too, sis. I'm also confused. Like one day I'm like sniffly and stuffy, and then the next day I'm perfectly fine. And it's like because of the weather changing and like all of that, my body's like, ugh. I just turned my heat on like a month ago. Yeah, it's 70s. Yeah, tomorrow for me here, it's supposed to be like 80 degrees, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe Wednesday. Absolutely crazy. We shall win. Easy peasy. Oh, I thought there was another. Okay, but where am I? Hold on. No, that's like a side quest. But where am I? Underground. I see. I wish I could just fix that just by being the bringer of light. Hello? Nope. Oh, exit this way. Yes, let me out. Let me out. Oh, do I have to swim again? Ugh. I mean, it makes sense. Oh, hoo 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 hoo. Up, 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 up. Hello. You have to be kidding me. It just barely missed it. Don't mind me, just coming out of the ground. Oh, I guess I didn't attune. I guess I didn't realize there was one there, so I have to go attune to this. Look, I'm so close to 70, guys. I think I might be able to get it. I don't want to jinx myself, though. It is really close. It's so close. Alright. These are so cool, man. I wish I got XP for like attuning to things and unlocking new areas. A smile? Oh, it's just very small. I see, I see. I see. Oh, wait. I have a letter. Wait. It's my own pretty lady because you got a pretty lady. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's so cute. I can't. Gurry is so cute. It's a cute little village. I say, they're like, please leave us alone. We just want to live in our farming village. Which honestly, it's so valid of them. That's so valid. I guess like any traveler honestly is kind of suspicious because I don't think they get a lot of travelers anymore. Because aren't they like closed off to the world or were? Let's go! Level 70! Level 70! I didn't think that was gonna be it. Oh my god. Now I can be Sage and Reaper. Let's go. I know the other one. Where? Where's the other one? Yeah, let's go up this way more. Oh, all the way over there. So it's in, looks like it's in a different area. I guess we'll go up a bit to look. Yeah. I have to like. Whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta go up. I was about to drop down. Rhino beetle. Oh. Alright, now back down to this guy. Or girl. Oh, that barely hurt me. Where is it? Oh, right here. Earrings of aiming. Sure. Now that one hurt a little bit. I should have gotten him on my way up, but I didn't realize he was a purple quest. Or is it blue? I guess it's like a bluish purple, maybe? Alright. Gosh, there's so much. Well, I guess I have to go that way anyway, so let me go up this way first. You're striking dummies. All right. I really like this area a lot. And around. Oh, it has access from the village. I had no idea. Well, I guess the map wasn't unlocked, so of course I had no idea. I think I saw the other location. Or at least thought I did. Oh, it's down. Honestly, I'm gonna TP up here just to come across that bridge so I don't have to run all the way around again. Which it might end up being the same distance in the long run, but you know, here we are. Excuse me, Mr. Rhino Beetle. shiny caterpillar. Oh gosh, I thought that was gonna get the end of it right there. Okay. This way. Maybe I'll have another... Maybe I'll have to keep going so I can unlock more of this area. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm gonna kill this one first because I really don't want to be paralyzed. Oh, amazing. Amazing show stopping. I think I'll just kill this one and then run. Fudge. To go all the way to Ishgard. Oh my god, oh my god. I gotta put this as my home base. All the way to Ishgard. Okay, hold on. Dear Lord. At least I was able to get that kill before I died. I do dislike how it will like loop in people, loop in more monsters. Oh no, I have to do it again. Let me just get rid of this one already, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay. Wait, if I... My little guy will help me. That went... Oh no. It went so much quicker. Oh wow. Genshui. Ginshui clan. Here are your flowers, my guy. I still need to figure out how to color my chocobo. I think it's gotta be up on that cliff, don't it? Yeah, I think I have to go from there and then work my way up, it looks like. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's nice. I don't have to get off my chocobo. I didn't know that. I thought it always made you get off like your horse and all that. But maybe it's different because it's the chocobo? No idea. Excuse me, my favorite Aaron? Welcome in, Chaos. It's nice to see you. How are you? How was your game? Is that already over with, or are you still like prepping for all that? Oh. That's a sad thing that I actually do not want to see. Oh my god. Chaos, what? 20 months? That's almost a year. Cosplay Incredible Hair, Kiko Wiggles, Final Fantasy 14, crying over androids, crying over Final Fantasy 14, crying in general. Yeah. Cracking her fears and growing as community. Chaos, I'm so happy to have you in my community. I'm doing prep right now. Made the... Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure you will make baked potatoes again. I just know you're a very good cook and your presentations are already pretty top tier. Alright, let's see. Is this one? It is... Not me running around with my chocobo out, so it's like not low-key at all.
Imperials.
Oh no. The presentation of food was get my bed immediately. We got my ballet. That's so valid.
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now!
Ew.
Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire, who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well.
Oh my god.
There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes.
Oh my gosh.
You first.
Truly. About to get recruited, Mulan's dad.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
Oh no.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
A child?
Don't worry. I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right?
He's gonna die.
Remember that I love you.
He's gonna die. I thought he pointed at the girl at first instead of him.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
My players made friends with goblins inside the dungeon. Oh my god. But the goblins got into a fight with other adventurers. I know the players were trying to help settle the dispute. Oh no. What a mess. That sounds so fun though.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall. But before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination.
Yeah.
I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited. Nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me?
Of course. I'm not suspicious at all.
Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
I don't think my disguise is working either.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight.
I just have to show up in a fit.
Soon enough, Lise.
I just
Soon
can't.
enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
Thank you, Chaos.
I know that. I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens...
I thought he left.
Anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri.
I guess you got a twin. I have been feeling like I need to change my outfit. I'm gonna apply this one. I feel like this one blends in just ever so slightly more. Let me actually go back this way. And get this one guy done with, and then head out the other way. Let's go. I almost should I? No. No, no. No, no. We'll keep our 100. We will just run. I'm not the least bit suspicious. I don't think they've ever seen bunny people here. I mean, there might be a few. I feel like they're all... not. Today has been pretty good. Work went by pretty quickly. Didn't have anything that was too pressing. So that's nice. And then... Kiko's been doing great, actually. She's eating good, feeling good, sleeping well. I don't think her life can get much better, but you know, she might beg to differ. She might think she's struggling and starving. What am I looking for? Aha. That was fun. I wish I had more. More targets. Ooh. My chocobo was very concerned for me there. I ask, and I shall receive. Oh, I feel like I got that one a headshot, but it's not gonna show me that. Oh my god, please don't fall. Okay. You might be evil, but I don't want you to fall like that. Oh! That Valor training helping, truly. This is training me for Valorant again. I do not want to join the fate of the Rhino Beetle. Oh, let me go. A weasel. Wait, they're kind of cute. Excuse me, Mr. Weasel. That was rude. That was so rude. I stopped before that. Alright, I gotta find something. I did, Chaos. Believe me. I would never tell a fib. Oh no. I don't know what you mean. No fibber would ever say that. Ole mole. We continue on. Oh my god, please don't talk to me. The water serpents are so pretty. I didn't mean to attack me. If Wifey doesn't use it, you should steal Wifey's dancer cosplay and join me. That would be fun. I gotta look at the dancer outfits again. I haven't seen them in a while. Oh my god, do I shoot? Dang it. I thought I was gonna be able to shoot more darts. Is that enough? Oh, yeah, that one's cute. That is a cute. That is a cute. I get to shoot more. I hit him. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, come on! I had to zoom in more. I was hitting him. SMH, SMH. Yeah, I think we have pretty similar sizes, maybe. I can make whatever work. I gotta go this way, though. Because, like, what's over here? Please excuse me, everyone. I really don't want to join your fate. I will be leaving it shortly, so you can leave me alone. Oh! They don't. The 362 scope, truly. They don't want me doing fun little tricks. Truly, they were like, you're not gonna be able to hit this unless you zoom in, so you have to zoom in. We're just gonna make it a requirement for everyone. All right. Not me with my chocobo coming in hot. Not suspicious at all. Are assembled for inspection. Very good. I will dress them personally. Attention, shortly you will all be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about magitech. It will take us months, if not years, to learn that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear the responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. And if you cannot learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with this rabble. I'm needed at the castle. Yeah, this guy is horrible. We hate this guy. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Then let us be about it. I agree, my good woman. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Oh, am I going the right way? No, I'm not. Excuse me. Just watching for Imperial guards. No big deal. Oh, are we gonna dress up? Is this one my size? I should have traded her, but it's fine. Oh my gosh. Hello. Just you being all cool, just leaned up against here. Just being all cool. Oh my god, look at your outfit. So cute. What the heck? I want that outfit. Now I gotta wear stuff, don't I? It's so cute. Your outfit's so cute, I can't. It's actually literally me. Quite literally, it's me. Hold on. I don't know how to pull up my chest. Oh, that one's cool. We don't need this one. Discard that guy. I don't need this one. Yes, you have been. And you served food by me. Truly, truly. Wait, which one's the... Hold on. Why is it not? Oh, yours is white. It's so cute. I think that's the color I want mine. Control I. Oh, God bless your soul. But like, oh, interesting. That one's so cute. I'm gonna have to put that away. How do I know? Okay, I have to equip that. Is it this Techo stuff? I'm confused at what else I have to put on. Oh, these black and gold things, the same as Imperials are wearing. Head, chest, gloves, pants, and boots. Silkless. No. Aha, this one. Okay. It says like number 55. Hi Beth, welcome in. So I'm just so confused. I'm confused then, because it's definitely not named the same thing. Okay, but this is sick. Like, this should be an outfit, right? Thank you, Demir Daily Star Candy Chaos. Okay, it is. Then why can I not? Why can I? Why? Oh. It is. You're so right. You're so right. So smart. I would go to the... I missed the Ren Fair. Oh my god, you have a fairy too? You're so cool. What the heck? So heckin' cool. Beth, you'd be proud. That's the first time I've needed help today. I've done all the rest on my own. Wait, slash. Oh, and slap them. I wish I could slap them. Generally, I just want to come in and kill them all, but I don't think that's very what we're supposed to be doing. Oh, slap barely? Why? Bow, bow. I'm back, good woman. Oh no, is this gonna be a fight? I feel like this is gonna be a fight. I did check my mail. I freaked out about it earlier. It's so cute. Why are these random guys in here?
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
Oh, they're all so scared.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
Oof. You tell him, girl. Come on, my boy. You got this.
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this.
Well,
all of this.
I didn't mean
but
this.
we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse.
We
It's a
are trying to
pathetic
slap the
existence.
Empire.
But it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help. All right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Oh no.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear, too many battles. Too much lost, our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity.
Yes,
How are
in-game
we to
mail.
lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
So sad.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this. brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror
Can I
and
eat
the
my
ignominy,
phone? Hold on.
you are still here. You are still alive.
Taco Bell's good. How was
My
your
lord?
shift? How was your first shift?
My lord
How'd it go?
prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the Kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
My brain is mush, I'm sure. Well, you'll get through HR
If the
training
Imperials come for
a
me,
decent amount.
I will tell them we were tricked
Oh,
by
that
an
is
Ori
nice.
woman.
Tell them whatever you must.
Bye, Chaos.
your loved ones
Hope running
safe.
your game goes well. Oh no! I still have residue on my eye.
Why would you...
Oh. Oh no. Jalapeno residue on my eye still. On my finger still. Oh no, guys. Well. At least they got away. I think they went back to their villages. I think that was the ending there. Is that they were tricked. Oh. Didn't go very far at all. This fit's gonna kill her. I'm gonna be so real. Laying the scene for the crime. Bye, Alan. Have a good evening. Thanks for being here. Gotta be, yeah. Oh my god, please don't look at me. Okay, that's definitely out of this area. Right? Yeah, it is. Hello? I'm guessing that's where I'm going. Yep. I've taken care of it.
Forgive me for making you search.
Search?
It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
Oh.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father.
Wait.
They are in good health then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me.
It's her father the one in charge down there? Did it already
But I
tell
might
me
have
that?
the strength to protect my
Just
home
clicked
from
through
the
it.
Empire. I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Cayenne and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all. Brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them and Doma. But in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness.
I think they're living in decent peace.
I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me?
I'm like, I don't know, what?
He said, good. We are better for the conviction of our allies and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger. Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
Oh. Michelle, thank you for redeeming your daily star candy. Welcome in.
That you remain resolute even in the face of everything we have seen. It heartens me more
Thank you
than
for
you
the
know.
lyric.
Thank you for standing by this naive fool.
Oh. She's so cute. What is happening? Oh. That's not good.
An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
That's not good. That's not good at all. I want to... Fridge. Okay. I'm gonna call it a day here. So next time on the way back, I can grab that one task and then finish. Then continue on with the story, pretty much. So yeah. Thank you guys for being here. I greatly appreciate it. let's find a wonderful friend to read into. I would stream longer, but I have dinner. I need to go make dinner, and I need dinner. I know. Are you working Wednesday, Beth? Because I'll be live Wednesday, and I'm hoping to go longer Wednesday. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I'm hoping to go longer in the evening, so... And I think my schedule now is gonna be Mondays and Wednesdays, because Wednesdays my favorite yoga instructor changed her schedule to Thursdays. So I'm be going to yoga Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and maybe some other days in there if I could throw it in. But stream are gonna be Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Gonna try and stick to that. Maybe 5:30 if I get home fast enough and all that, just depending. I know, Michelle, I'm sorry. But I do have a thing that I'm gonna probably start next week. It's a small announcement. This is like a tester announcement, I guess. I am gonna be doing like a tipathon, subathon for November. And it's gonna be like food themed. So depending on the amount of subs, amount of things that we get, I'm gonna ask my Discord and ask around about weird foods, and we're gonna try weird foods, try different foods, try foods that people want me to try. I'll throw some other things in there too, but I thought that was like a fun little thing for November, right? And then I think on a higher tier I am gonna do the Hot Ones challenge again, because I think that would be fun. And I would do it on stream, of course, so you guys could watch. Let's see. Our friend Serena is live, and they are playing Fortnite. Which Fortnite and New Jeans have a collab, and I'm like, am I about to like play Fortnite again? Here are my raid messages, and here are my socials. I post when we're gonna live on my socials pretty often. I throw it in there. Oh yeah, and moving forward, I am only 100% gonna promise streams on Mondays, because I've been able to keep that consistent. I'm hoping with this new schedule, with my yoga teacher moving, I can keep Wednesdays as a consistent schedule as well. Sorry again for not being able to stay consistent, but life be lifin', and I need to take care of myself first, as much as I want to be here and stream and be with you all. January 14th, let's go. Okay. I will be live this Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and then I will be posting my VOD this Friday for, I think for today. So yeah. Okay. I love you so much, Michelle, Beth, anyone else who is still lurking. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's send all of our love to Serena, because they are quite amazing. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.